Hi, my name is Tasha Lewis Jean, however, my Vibe Tribe calls me the TLJ. Welcome to my channel. Today is all about spring summer dresses. As we prepare for spring summer, I'm going to go through how I amassed all these dresses and how I prepared for spring summer in the fall winter. One lesson as a mom and as someone who was on a very tight budget when my kids were small, we all learned you buy summer clothes in the winter and winter clothes in the summer. And that's what I did last year. The first thing I did was in September, the designers bring out their what they look to present in the spring summer. I watched every fashion show that I could on YouTube of all the designers that I liked, and I looked and saw the silhouettes, the colors, styles, fabrications, and then I listened to the commentary afterwards from some of the fashion stylists, from some of the YouTubers, and then I went to work. And that's when I actually almost 90% of these dresses were bought in October, November, and December last year to prepare for now. I did, because y'all know I love to shop, so I did pull at least 3 pieces that I bought in the last month or so, but everything else was purchased last year. Because I know, even though my kids are older now, when they were smaller, everything was definitely always on a tight budget. So I bought their summer clothes in the winter and their winter clothes in the summer. And that's what I did, because I knew I wanted, I got a taste of having to buy summer dresses and summer items in summer and having to pay full price, and I didn't want that. So every dress that I bought last year was under $20 each one. And we're talking linen, dresses were bought at Nordstrom's, on ASOS, and some of everywhere. But what I did was, first in September is when the fashion shows come out. That's when that's when the designers are pulling out all of what they hope to present for the spring summer, and they do that in September. And so I watched everything. I was a student. I watched every single thing I could, and then I also came back to, I had also realized my personal style. So I knew what my personal style was, so even if I was wrong, it still would be something I liked. And I'm glad that I actually hit the nail on the head and hit it out of the park for this past winter, for the clothes that I've prepared for this. So let's go ahead. Let's start with the new pieces, or the fit. As you see, some of these things are spaghetti strapped, A-line, bandeau, and sometimes I worry about my arms. They're in a work in progress. And for all of us that worry about our arms, know that one of the fashion trends for this spring summer is sheer tops. So I'm gonna come closer, and this is a burgundy sheer top with a bandeau denim dress. So that as I kind of do this and do that and do this, the color is what's seen, and that's what appeals to you first, besides the bat wings that are going on right now. So know that for me, I have several. I have them off to the side, and I'll pull them out as well at the end of the video for you to see more. I have it in this burgundy color, I have green, I have black, I have different textures. I also have a sheer, almost like a bolero jacket. That way, anytime I feel uncomfortable with my arms, or whatever situation I'm in, I can just throw on the sheer, and it's chocolate brown. I'll pull it over, that way you can see it. I got it at Revolve, and it's chocolate brown. Let me unwrap it. And it's sheer, so that I feel a little more comfortable. And with chocolate brown being a neutral, it can go with any of the things that I have here. And then I have a light cardigan, because you guys know I'm passionate about burgundy. So I have a light cardigan that is, as you can see, almost see-through, but it helps me feel more comfortable with my arms if I want to throw this over my shoulder, or if I want to actually wear it, I won't be sweltering hot. Keep in mind, guys, I live in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. That means in the summer it's 90s and with 100% humidity. So I don't necessarily want a heavy cardigan on my shoulder. So so this one is perfect for me in the South Florida heat. If you live in the Midwest and you want something a little heavier, always get a light cardigan, a light knit cardigan, so that you have something to throw over your shoulder when you're coming in and out of air conditioning, and that so you are comfortable. Again, it all depends on how you feel about your arms. For me, I go back and forth. There are times where I'm like, no, covered, and there are times where like, let the bat wings fly. So right now, this spring, summer, let the bat wings fly, and a little coverage when I feel like it. So first of the new, we'll start with the new, and then we'll go into the items that I purchased to prepare. This is, of course, from our favorite, H&M. Now, from the top, you're like, okay, empire waist, spaghetti straps. They're adjustable, which is one of the reasons why I loved it. But it's the pizzazz. Let me go back here. The pizzazz is in the bottom. So it's unassuming, and it's an unassuming dress, and then bam, red eyelet, and it flows. And I will try this on for you as well, for you to see how it fits, and it is still available at H&M. So it is the unexpected. When someone is looking at you from head to toe, they're thinking white dress, and then boom, with the red eyelet details. It is a scarlet red. So that is why I said, okay, as I'm adding, I want to add 1 or 2 pieces with the pieces that I have already that I've put together. 1 or 2 stunner pieces, and to me this was a stunner piece. So, well, my reflexes are good. I think that's from having a little boy. So I wanted to make sure I had a stunner piece. So this is my one of the 3 dresses that I bought for the spring summer. So the next dress that I purchased was this, and you guys saw in a previous haul from Express. It's a satin with a cow neck, high back, and it is this eggplant satin dress. And this was purchased on Express. This is an extra large. If it's still available, I will link it in the description. Now, let's get into what is the only other dress that was purchased. This and this one shoulder, Banana Republic. So this dress, and it has a nice high slit. So this was purchased Banana Republic. So now let's get into the dresses that were purchased last year. So first, let's get with white. Let's get with this white dress, and let me try this on. It has a fishtail, a nice long deep V. And so we will go ahead and try the white dress on. That way you see, I want to look and style some of these dresses, but it's more of a show and tell this session. For us to kind of see, these are just some of the things that I purchased. And this was purchased, again, tag still on, Nordstrom. So I got this at Nordstrom's, and I purchased it, I want to say about November, December last year during one of their sales, and I grabbed this. Knew that I was through the waist loss journey. It has a tie, and if it was too big, I knew that I would go ahead and have my alterations lady take it in. So we'll take a break. Let's try the first dress on. Be right back. I decided to get on this sweet one from H&M. So let's do the stunner pieces. So of course we're gonna boob tape it up and make sure you're all secure. And the empire waist does its job. It is absolutely, it's a stunner. Changed my mind. I decided to try the H&M dress on, and it is a stunner. just make sure you position the ladies in the right position, tape them up, have a good strapless bra on. The Empire Race cinches in the waist, and then the best part of the dress is the bottom. It is just beautifully unexpected. And it is light, it's airy, it's 100% cotton. So for my beautiful humid Florida days, if I'm going to an event, again, my light cardigan can be thrown on for in and out of the air conditioning, because they run, it's like blizzard territory for the ACs at times in Florida. And I'm able to just throw it on my shoulder, go about my business, not worrying about my arms, and then still stylizing this beautiful dress. The dress is fire. So let's go on to the next white dress. All right, and we're back with the other white dress with the slightly puffy cuffs. So it came with this belt, but we're not taking what they give us. We're gonna style it up. So instead of this belt, that's what it came with. I added my leather Zara belt. So this looks like 2 belts in one, which is also a trend. Or if I didn't want to be so edgy, I can do this belt. Or we can try it with the brown belt, and it looks just as nice. New belt, dress that I bought last winter for the spring summer. And yeah, everything still has tags on there because I was waiting to use them. So here, the belt, the red belt was from Zara. This brown belt is H&M. Again, purchased last year, stored, waiting for my spring summer moment. Can go ahead and cut these off, Nordstrom's, and ready for the next events, or even if I want to go to service, or if I want to go to a ball with my husband, or to a date night. This is ready for spring summer. It has little high-low fishtail moment, and again with the puffy sleeve. And we're ready in white with pops of color, or with a nice brown neutral, or with the red Zara belt, which that too. And then the best part about this is this was $59, and it's a statement piece, and it is 100% leather. So this will be in my wardrobe for years to come. It is 100% cowhide leather. So we're gonna go ahead and cut her off, because she, make sure to keep my mess going here and throw all these tags away. She is staying with us. So 100% cowhide leather, made in, where does this one say? A lot of stuff from Zara says made in Spain. Made in Spain, and it's 100% cowhide leather, and we will have this for years to come. And so that's how we're doing the white dress. So let's see. I think I'll surprise you, or maybe not. Let's go ahead and look at what dress is next. The next dress that we're gonna do is, let's go ahead and do a couple of the one shoulder dresses. So let's try a couple of the one shoulder dresses and looking at those, and we'll go through where they were purchased. The first one shoulder dress that we have, like I said, it was purchased at Banana Republic, and then we will do the other one shoulder. It was purchased last year at Target. I know we're boycotting them, so we'll see what difference and changes they have and what initiatives they'll have moving forward for their DEI program. So we'll look at Target for spring summer, for in the fall winter, to see where they are as a business and as a corporation, as we're putting our dollars towards or not towards them. But I got some great finds and they were cotton linen blends. So let's try the one shoulder for, which is a trend for this asymmetrical, and one shoulder as well as bandeau tops are a trend for the spring summer. So let's try what I picked up last year. Be right back. And here we are with a little one shoulder action. Let's go all the way back. There's your slit. And a little one shoulder action. Now I will have my alterations woman go ahead and take her in a little bit, but there's the one shoulder action. It feels great against my skin. This is the Banana Republic dress that was bought, I want to say it was probably in January or February during one of those sales. And here we are. A perfect dress for, again, date night, running to go run an errand, brunch with the girls. Something light and airy for the summer, a nice little slit, and it is not clingy because we don't want nothing clinging to us in the Florida heat or in the heat of summer. And yet you look fantastically polished and put together. So what was I doing when I was looking for these styles? I thought of my my three words: polished, swagger, color. Polished, no rough edges, no as far as just a clean aesthetic. That's my version of polished. Color, not black, not white, not a neutral, just. And then of course the swagger is the one shoulder, and it's gonna be how I actually put all the accessories to put it together: the shoe, the sandal, the necklace, the bag, the earring, the lip, the hair. Those will all come together to add. If I was missing an element, other elements come together to add either the polish, the swagger, or the color. And this time the dress is doing the color, and everything else can come together in accessories, or even the dress can be all three. I see swagger, I see color, and I see polished, all in this one dress. So those were, as I was making these selections in October and November and December and in January to get ready for the spring summer, those were the things that are helping me. Price, under 20 bucks was the goal, and as well as my three words also. So next, asymmetrical dress. Be right back. All right, and our next dress, 100% cotton, Macy's. So this was purchased at Macy's. It's 100% cotton again. When I was looking for my dresses in the fall for the spring summer, I was thinking linen, I was thinking cotton, something that's gonna feel good in the Florida heat and give me some aeration, and that is light. And I love a maxi. Being short, I either mini or maxi. Don't really do midi. If I have a midi dress, I'm having it cut to be mini. So this, definitely maxi on me. But we have color, we have the swagger, and it is polished. It is a beautiful cotton dress that I will steam thoroughly prior to going out in it, and it does all three of my edicts for my spring summer dresses, my three words, and the right fabrication. And this has the ruching stretch. No matter what, it's gonna hold and do its thing. So next, we have one more one shoulder I want to show you. And here is our gray. That way the cotton was more of a day look, and this is more of an evening look with this gray one shoulder from H&M. Hi, and now we're back. So we have a knit piece from the one and only Michael Kors. So I picked this up, and know that he comes out with these pieces every summer. He has a couple of knit pieces. And so Last year I got it in the orange, and I also got it in the green because, you know, if you like it, you got to get it in another color. So the only difference is this one has the Michael Kors emblem on the strap, and you also see Mr. Kors and my tag. So we're keeping this. This is over a year old. Mr. Kors is not taking this back, but it's also here as well. And here and here, it is a nice tight knit. Love it. And then I'll try on the green for you. So these are the pops of color that we have, and these are considered tank dresses. So it's a tank knit, and that should be in your spring summer wardrobe as well. Again, you can throw over how I was gonna wear it, and I'll style the green one with it, is throw on this to do some arm coverage if I'm feeling uncomfortable about them, feeling a little better about them, so I'm leaving them out right now. But when I try on the green, I'm gonna put on the sheer brown. Put green and apple green and brown go really nice together, this chocolate brown. So I'm gonna try that. And we just have this beautiful Dylan Luxe piece that my daughter Megan gave me for my birthday last year. And so I have that styled with this. And so now, pause 1 second, let's do the second Michael Kors knit tank dress. And we're back. And here is the beautiful apple green, lime-ish green, I'm gonna say apple green, Michael Kors with the chocolate brown sheer jacket to go right over your arms. That way this can be a day or a night look. And we have silver necklace. This is Macy's. The earring is Macy's as well. The sheer jacket is Revolve. And of course, the green tank knit dress is Michael Kors. And so that is one of your spring summer dresses. You want to have a tank knit, or you can just have pure 100% cotton or linen tank. And then in our next episode of summer and spring dresses, we're gonna do bandeau, both mini and both maxi. So again, hopefully you enjoyed this first installment, part 1 of spring summer dresses and how to get it done affordably. Shop in the winter. Just like we always do when we're budgeting, you shop in the winter for spring summer, you shop in the summer for the winter. So you're enjoying all the clearances, final sales, so that you can take advantage of those. And how are you knowing what to buy? You make sure that you're going and looking at some of the fashion shows that are going over to look what are the coming trends for the following season. And that way you can start your shopping and get ahead. So until next time, Vibe Tribe, please like, please comment, please subscribe, and then come and see part 2 of shopping for your spring, summer, affordably shopping, and styling up.